At this point, I'm rooting for no one. The square root of 0 is 0. It just seemed like the energy between everybody just changed, and I don't understand why. First of all, Kenneth and his auntie hips did Brittany so wrong. She deserves better. I'm so mad because I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you, and then you turned into a loser. How you can't talk all of a sudden and you're a worship leader at a church? All y'all do is talk and sing. Hello? She literally will be pouring her heart out and he will be like, what? Like his silence reminded me of JP from last season, and I hated JP and his walking cramp in the face. And the cell phone thing really pissed me off because at first I'm like, okay, he been away from his job, he gotta make sure everything okay. But ain't that much going on at a damn middle school. This is not Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. He never was present for any of the conversation she was trying to have. He was on that phone playing Candy Crush. So how is she gonna crave you? She's allergic. Like, you know how the older generation be like, all y'all kids do is be on your phone? Is this how we look? Because that's trifling. All Brittany wanted from you was more attention, the same attention you was giving her before you talked to AD, and the excuse that you gave was you came home randomly at 1:30 a.m. and tried to wake her up when she had to be up in 4 hours at 5:30. Please. He was waiting for her to get fed up and sick of his actions so she can end it and the blood wouldn't be on his hands, instead of him being a man about it and just saying this not gonna work out. And AD not wrong for asking Kenneth the question because she asked what any other black person will ask another black person if they're in an interracial relationship. Is she ready for what comes with raising black kids and everything else? The problem is Kenneth switched up after the question thinking that she wasn't ready, and she reassured him that she was ready when he asked. One thing I loved about Brittany was her confidence. She said, I got this. I know what I'm getting myself into and I'm ready for it. He just wasn't ready. He was a loser. I hate the way he did Brittany. She was over there crying. He didn't even try and get up and hug her, wipe her tears, nothing. He was still on that damn phone. Then had the nerve to get up and talk about let me hug you because there ain't no beef. Well, it's chicken then if it ain't beef. Brittany, you deserve way better than Kenneth's obtuse rubber goose, green mousse, guava juice hips. And then I was rooting for Amy and Johnny too, but Johnny's making things so complicated. It's not that difficult. You don't want a child right now, so you want her to get on birth control and alter her body because your pullout game is weaker than SWV. No, that's selfish. Like, do you know what all comes with birth control? All the effects? This not no regular pill. This not a Tylenol. This not an ibuprofen. This not a Flintstone vitamin that you take every morning for good health. This thing will change your whole body. And you want her to just do it like Nike because all your other women have done it in the past. Who cares about them? Like she said, you can get a vasectomy and put a suit and a bow tie on your penis. And then there are other ways that are less drastic, like wearing a condom, but she said that he don't feel like that's enough, so he must have had a lot of pregnancy scares because he's scared. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Laura because she definitely gaslighted Jeremy into making him apologize for the bean dip joke. That was all her fault. I'm sitting there like, why are you apologizing? She talked about, yeah, I was so embarrassed. He should be the one embarrassed. Then she tried to act like the joke was a secret between them two. The joke was never a secret. You made it seem like it was an open joke that AD knew about. Stop it. So I was on Jeremy's side at first, but then the whole Sarah situation, he's dead wrong. First of all, why are you still in communication with somebody that you did not pick and you're engaged? There should be no conversation. After the DM of Sarah saying that if things don't work out, you should spam my block, she should have been blocked on that same block. Then you got the nerve to be outside hanging out with her at 5 a.m. in the morning, the same day you met Laura's parents. Then you lied about your whereabouts with your whole location on, talking about you was in the parking lot with Laura. No, you was parking Laura in her bedroom. Laura knew the whole time and was just seeing if he was going to tell the truth or not. Then he going to say, I don't want to talk about leaving the parking lot right now. When you want to talk about it? When you go back to the parking lot? Jeremy is trifling, but so is Laura. That whole meetup with her parents was weird. How you gonna tell him don't act weird when your parents get here, and as soon as they get there, you talk about we in a love triangle and you talk about the Sarah DMs? Like what? And am I the only one that noticed that her family was looking like we're so surprised that she found somebody to be with her because she's annoying as hell? Her family knows she a piece of work. They were preparing for her to be single her whole life with 12 cats. And another preparation is Clay preparing AD to be cheated on. AD still stands for a dummy because how many times and how many different ways does he have to tell you that he's going to cheat on you because he don't know how to be faithful? He's literally telling you that cheating is in his genes and all you care about is how big your booty look in some jeans. This man said his role models is P. Diddy and Will Smith. Girl, put on your sneakers and run as fast as you can. Like, AD, you're beautiful, so can we please have a heart-to-heart? P. Diddy, Will Smith, do you not see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? Like, come on now. Clay literally said he used to go on infidelity field trips with his father when he was a child, and you're still trying to sign his permission slip, AD? And did y'all notice Clay only started addressing the problems with AD once he got around his mama and his sister? Where was all these problems when you were saying baby, baby, baby 800 times like you was Justin Bieber? And then no offense to his mom, but I don't want to hear no advice from you when you was getting cheated on for 23 years. Please, hang it up, flat screen. And AD not wrong for wanting his time. If you work a 9 to 5 and then a 9 to 9 job, that means you only have 4 hours available. I need 2 of them hours, baby. And then he had the nerve to get an attitude at the table, and he was rude. I said, AD, that's the real him. AD, just worry about your leave out and leave him out. Chelsea is so exhausting. I'm not even a fan of Jimmy, but she makes me feel bad for him. Like, she's needier than a homeless person. I just don't understand why you're so insecure. Why do you always need to be reassured? Like, please. The constant whining. She be like, do you love me? Then she say, I don't like how you say I love you. Then you say, you didn't kiss me today. Like, girl, if I say 1, 4, 3, is that enough for you? She baits him into every argument just for her to play the victim. And yes, she is clingy. Her name is Jerry Klinger. And then the funniest part was he met her friends and they bring up the Megan Fox conversation. So she asked them, who do y'all and everybody say I look like? And they gonna say Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood where? That is Carrie Underworld. Carrie under the sea. So they say Carrie Underwood, and he said, yeah, I can see that. And then she said, and like, come on now, don't mess this up for me. And they was like, yeah, and Megan Fox, and he didn't say nothing. She was like, I have dark hair and blue eyes, duh. Like, okay, Megan, Katie, Adele, Carrie, Natalie Nunn, Kardashian. And then Chelsea met Jimmy Friends, and why she lied talk about I'm securing who I am. Girl, that password is weak. You need to secure it better. And did y'all notice when she was talking to her friends about Jimmy, she was like, yeah, he was the most popular in the pods and everybody wanted him. So she only picked him to boost her ego, and ever since then, her confidence been on low power battery mode. You picked him for the wrong reasons, and now you're yearning for validation, and there's no more parking in valet. And then Jessica and Laura was talking, and Jessica said that Jimmy followed her just so she could see what he looked like, and then he turned his page private. And my thing is, Jessica, you seen how this man look, and you still attracted to this thumb? You still attracted to Hank Hill from King of the Hill? Like, at this point, I feel like Jessica just want him because of her ego, and she don't like that she didn't get picked over Chelsea. She basically saying, moi, I'm the real Megan Fox.